It's week 1 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals. It's the Titans and the Jags, and it comes your way next.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Once more, they turn to Patterson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Lawrence on first down. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Here we go, here we go. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Here's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined game. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 42 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Open man right side is England. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? Go, go.
Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together. So
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was. On first down, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able. And so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Hey, echo. Hey, dude. Hooray!
4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
And we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 34 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 3rd down, Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Jaguars getting set to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, 38 yards. And the Jags are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He gets it to Burks again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tannehill on 1st down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. That is caught at the 7. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Down. Robert Woods. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome. Indianapolis on the road taking on New Orleans. And this one already a 2-touchdown game as they've just gone to halftime. A touchdown there for Alvin Kamara. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Rolling to his left. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Yep.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A first down carry for Henry. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going to go up top again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. They're still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he's got room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titansons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now it's Tannehill. That pass taken in by Burks. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Henry will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Tennessee score. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jacksonville set to go again offensively as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Hey, orbit. 6-6, bullet high.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the second half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team in the league dreams of. Winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Pulled in at the 24. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, exit. No! Go! Hey.
Here's Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Let's go.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Go.
They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 1st NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Tannehill. Well, that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Tannehill. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll roll him out right. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, a run with Etienne. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Austin's got it left side. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Titans now. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is taken in by Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Jags, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.